Welcome to Let's Talk Cars Radio, your automotive specialist. Let's Talk Cars Radio is sponsored in part by Napa Car Care Centers, BDG Auto Group, by Bob and Cindy's Cotman Transmissions, Advanced Technology Institute, and American Do-It-Yourself Garage. Be a part of the program today by calling 757-222-3705. You may text your comments and questions during the show at 757-866-2192. That's 757-866-2192. Email your questions and comments to Dave at letstalkcarsradio.com. Now, here is the host of Let's Talk Cars Radio, Dave Palash.
Happy Saturday, America. Here's Let's Talk Cars Radio on WKQA Freedom 1110. I'm your host, Dave Pillach, hanging out with Rockin' Larry Cobb. And, of course, Cameron's doing all of our techno work for us. Once again, it is raining. It never seems to stop raining. But the good news is with all the rain, you can't go to a car show, but you can go over to American DIY Garage and do some work, catch up on all your maintenance, hang a fender, do some exhaust work, oil change, put some shocks on your car. Yeah, I think I covered it all.
Did you see their Facebook post? It's tired.
Yeah. No. That's all. Did you see mine?
Yeah, I saw yours too.
You might need a lift.
You might need a lift.
How's your guys' week?
That's why a bicycle can't stand up by itself.
Yeah, there you go.
It's too tired.
It's too tired.
Oh, I just got that.
You guys have a good week?
Not bad.
Even with all the rain?
Even with all the rain. I careless about the rain, but I like cloudy, gloomy days.
The rain is killer, especially, man, with headaches and migraines. It could stop anytime now. Trust me, anytime. I would stop. Uh-oh.
The phone is ringing.
Hey, so I have been literally just hammered with emails and comments and questions over and over again about, so we're back to the Corvettes. Corvette, more Corvettes. And so here's the thing. This is two-phase, so it's going to take me a little bit to get through it. First is why, everybody's like, hey, did you hear that all the Corvettes are just sitting and Corvettes aren't selling? And I'm like, well, yeah. I mean, everybody knows that they're not selling. They're just sitting around. So this story came out. I'm sure you guys have been following it. If you haven't, I'll fill you in. There's like 9,000 Corvettes that are just sitting like nationwide on the lots that just aren't moving. Nobody's buying them.
Nobody wants them?
No, they don't.
Why?
See, thanks for asking. Well, because the new mid-engine Corvette is due to come out eventually. So nobody wants to get stuck with...
So they're waiting.
Right. Nobody wants to get stuck with this last year Corvette when they know that the new Corvette's coming out. And why spend, close to $100,000 on a Corvette if you get the next new model? So everybody's just kind of patiently waiting. So,
makes sense.
There's a stalemate. You wait.
Patience runs strong.
You get those earlier ones at a discount.
Well, they're not discounting them. That's the problem. You just can't get a discount. There's no discount to be had.
Oh, well, then they're going to own a whole pile of Corvettes.
Right. And you can't blame them. I'm a car guy. I get it. I'd hold out too. If I'm going to spend that kind of money, I'm going to wait for the next model to come out. So, hey, Chevy, I love you. I really do. But you're going to have to do something. So, I've had conversation over conversation about the Corvette and what to do. I have given Chevy more and more advice that I think they should take, and I should get paid for it because it's good advice. First of all, let's get back to, because this came up as well, the Camaro. So they had the idea, what was it, last year? Actually, we're almost 2 years into this now, about stripping down the Camaro down to its brass tacks. You remember we talked about this about 2 years ago?
I remember.
Okay, where you could have bolt-on.
Make it an enthusiast car.
Yeah.
Okay. You can't do it with the Corvette because the Corvette's never really been an enthusiast car. Okay, that's not really what the Corvette's designed for. The Corvette's designed to be more of the I have the money, I'm going to buy it because I don't really want to play with it. I just want to drive it kind of car. So that would never work for the Corvette. But the Camaro definitely would work for it. And they had that idea. You guys were on the right track. So once again, Chevy, if you're listening, you were on the right track. Strip the car down, make it affordable so the everyday guy who has kids can drive it and can afford to buy it. So it's cheap enough that you can purchase it and you can own it. And as you move on, you can make it yours. You can buy parts for it and add it as you want, but you can afford to own it while you still have kids who are growing up and or going to school, whatever it may be. So you can still afford to put shoes on their feet and drive that car. It made sense. So they need to move forward with that program. I don't know what you guys did. You guys were talking about it. If you guys canceled it, somebody got in your ear, you decided it wasn't a good idea. Whoever told you that, they're wrong. It was a good idea. Move forward with it. You'll move a lot of that product. It'll definitely help you guys in the future. Definitely put dollar bills in your pocket. If you're looking at percentages, I'll tell you 100 times over and over again, percentages you can't put in the bank. You can only put dollars in the bank. If you take one or the other, fill this hand with percentages, fill this hand with dollar bills, and see which one the bank's going to take at the end of the day when you go to the bank. It's always going to be this one. Listen to me. This is very good advice. If you need to know more, you know where to find me. I can tell you how this works. So back to the Corvette. The Corvettes aren't going to move because you have a new one coming out. So find a way. Stop worrying about the percentages. Let these go at a good price and start making room for the new ones. It's dollars and cents, people.
I'll take one for free.
They're not going to give it to you free. I'm not telling them to give them for free. I'm saying make room for the new ones. Everybody's waiting for the new ones. That's why you got 9,000 of them sitting around. Nobody wants them.
Is there a timeline for the new ones? When are they going to do it?
They're not. So here's the thing. We keep on seeing little pictures of, like now the spy shots are not really spy shots. Now you see them testing them more and stuff. So they are going to hit. They just haven't hit yet.
And there has been no announcement from GM when.
Well, no, they're dragging it. Of course, you're going to drag it even more when you got 9,000 of the old ones laying around. I mean, of course, you're going to drag
that aren't moving.
Right, but you're going to drag it because you're hoping that you're in a stalemate. You know what I mean? You're going to hope that people are going to get tired of waiting and fine, I'll just take this old one, I guess.
Not going to happen.
No, it's not. People are going to wait. Car enthusiasts are smart. They're not stupid. They're going to keep on waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. That's just what it is. So, no different, okay? So, let's move on to another topic for my Ford people, my Manufacturer Challenge friends, if you will. Okay, so we keep on talking about the Ford Bronco. How many times have we talked about the Ford Bronco?
A bunch.
Right, and yet it's still not here because we keep on playing with it. So we get little teasers and we get little pictures of it, and oh, it's going to look like this, or oh, it's going to look like that. Look, some of the renderings that came out, by the way, the renderings weren't by Ford; they were by other people. What they think that it's going to look like, have been terrific. Take my advice, Ford. You can pay me for this as well. This is great advice and it's free. Take the rendering drawings that people have done and build it based on those rendering drawings. Don't mess it up. Do it right, make it look cool, and it will sell. If you decide to do it cheaply and it looks like just a Ford Explorer, I'm sorry, Ford Explorer just isn't all that cool. You make it look like kind of a beefed up Tonka truck like some of these rendering drawings came out, it will sell and you won't have any problems. People are going to want it. But if you do like you normally do and show us something cool, and then you go backwards on it and make it uncool by the time it hits the showroom floor, people aren't going to be that excited. It just won't sell. Stop overthinking it. Just produce something that's cool that everybody wants. It's that easy.
Make the hood ornament so that it's in the shape of like a bust of OJ.
No.
And just put that on there as a hood ornament.
I was behind one again the other day that had the reference of not OJ, one of the old ones.
Yeah.
It was white and it had a reference of something on a license plate. To
OJ's not driving this vehicle.
Yeah, it was just something like not OJ. And it was just kind of funny again. I see one every once in a while, and every time I see a white one, there's some type of reference of not OJ. You know, I saw one once before that had a glove and it was hanging from the back bumper.
What's it been? 22, 23 years?
It's had to be a while now, but I mean, it never gets old because it's just kind of funny.
It never will go away.
No, it won't. It won't. So, last but not least, let's get into the last one because I know I've got. So, this is one of the ones where people have sent me, and this was a Dear Dave or a Hey Dave letter that got Dave. What do you think of the styling on the new Dodge truck? Now, I thought we talked about this once before, and I thought I covered it. The reason why people ask me is because it has barn doors is one of the options on the back of the Dodge truck. So instead of the tailgate going down like this, it has the barn doors, Yeah, barn doors. What do you all think of barn doors? I'm going to stop for a second because I've talked for a little while, so I'll give you guys an opportunity. What do you think of barn doors?
I like them.
You like barn doors? Really?
Yeah, I always have. I don't know what it is. The way they look when they are closed and open. I don't see any problem with them. What is your beef with them?
Well, they swing open and they swing closed.
So what?
All right, I'm going to hold it there.
If it was just the back glass and you're going to open it, it's going to swing out. And
Yeah, but it's
the
not a pickup
tailgate
truck.
is going to swing down.
Tailgates are made to go down. Oh, I'm going to stop there. Cameron, what do you think of the barn doors?
Barn doors on a tailgate. That's like, it's not right. Because like when you think about a truck, the tailgate's supposed to go down. And that's how you know it's a truck. I mean, don't try and incorporate barn doors on a truck. It's just
Yeah, okay.
barn doors belong in the country. Truck belongs in the city and country.
Barn doors belong on barns. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, barn
right.
doors belong on barns.
Thank you for getting into it. Here we go. Barn doors belong on barns, period. End of story. That was my line. You took it from me. There it is. Barn doors belong on barns, people. On barns, not on trucks. There's a reason why so many country songs have been designed with something about a tailgate. It didn't say my pickup truck and a barn door. It said my pickup truck and a tailgate.
And also, where are you going to sit now if it's
Right.
barn doors?
That's right.
On the edge
It's
of
a
the bed.
tailgate party. A tailgate party. You're
Look,
supposed to
there's a
sit on the
country song.
tailgate.
I got a, what is it, 8-foot bed never needs to be made, or 6-foot bed never needs to be made. I mean,
Yeah, I think it's,
what I can't. Is that Travis Tritt or somebody? Yeah, it's one of those. But there's a reason for it. You don't ever hear a country song about my barn doors. You hear about my tailgate.
That's true.
What, we gonna rewrite country songs now about barn doors? My point is Dodge, you got it wrong. It had to be a tailgate. Period. And they swing. They swing open. That's just things for it to swing open and hit.
I get it.
Tailgate. So wrong. So, last question. People asked me, and this one touches me a little bit. Dave, what do you think about the new Chevy? So that was a, hey, Dave.
they took
Hold
the look
on.
away from.
I got to take a breath on this one. I got to admit, yes, I'm going to say it. I'm not a fan. I'm a Chevy guy. Look, Chevy, you snubbed the nose on me. You squinted the truck down a little bit. And when I pull behind one with my Chevy truck,
And we're way bigger than it.
and I'm bigger than it, it was a hard one. I'm going to have to...
We went and saw that one in person, sat in it, and I was just like,
so I went and checked out the new Chevy truck, and I was excited about the new release of the new Chevy truck, and I was just like, oh, this is going to be cool. So Cameron and I went and took a look at it, and I was excited. He'll tell you, I was like, let's take a look at the new Chevy. And I went and took a look. I had to sit down.
yeah.
I had to sit down for a second.
Did you sit in it?
No,
He
no, he didn't.
No, I didn't. No, I couldn't. Yep, couldn't bring myself to do it.
You couldn't bring
I
yourself
sat-
to sit in it?
Yeah, I sat in it.
No, Cameron sat in it. I couldn't.
And it felt like I was sitting in an SUV.
I had to sit down outside of it. I just had to sit down and collect myself for a second.
And then I saw, it's funny because we're riding down the road. I'm like, man, that's such an ugly truck. And he's like, yeah, that's the new Chevy. I'm like, oh.
This really happened. So we went and took a look at it. We walked around it. Yeah, it was, it's something.
I could tell you're totally unenamored.
Well, here's the thing. I'm a Chevy guy, guys. You guys know I'm Chevy through and through all day long, and maybe I'll learn to like it. I'm going to have to because
So you
I
won't-
can't be a Chevy guy.
You won't be selling yours anytime soon.
I will not be selling mine anytime soon. They narrowed it. They punched it in the nose. They embossed the back tailgate.
It just does not look nice.
Man, I don't know what they were thinking. I literally had to sit down and take a breath, and then the Chevy representative was trying to talk to me about it, and I had to stop her for a second, and I was just, I'm so worked up, guys. I'm gonna take a commercial break. I'll talk to you soon.
You're listening to Let's Talk Cars Radio with Dave Palach here on Freedom 1110 WKQA.
Take vitamins, exercise, ease up on the coffee. Sound familiar from your last visit to the doctor? Well, your Napa Auto Care Center knows preventive maintenance too. By grouping together services your vehicle needs, customized for the way you drive, they can save you time, money, and hassles. Prevent troubles down the road and give you confidence when you travel. Ask your Napa Auto Care Center to build a preventive maintenance plan for your vehicle today.
Hey guys, check everything your Napa Auto Care Center has to offer at NapaBDGHRVA.com. That's NapaBDGHRVA.com. Their commitment to excellence will leave you coming back for more. So check them out at NapaBDGHRVA.com. Talk to you soon.
Nobody remembers the name J.F. Whitlow and Sons Incorporated until you need them. But when you have a toilet problem, drains back up, pipes freeze, your heat or air conditioning stops working, then you remember J.F. Whitlow and Sons. Don't forget the phone number, 399-1714. That's 399-1714. Air conditioning and heating, and all plumbing. J.F. Whitlow and Sons have been serving Hampton Roads since 1949, residential and commercial. You can always count on J.F. Whitlow and Sons to get to you fast and get the job done right the first time. Located in Portsmouth and serving all of Hampton Roads. Those who know, call J.F. Whitlow and Sons. Call them at 399-1714. That's 399-1714. J.F. Whitlow and Sons Incorporated. Are you ready for a change? Is this the year you go from just a job to a career? Well, ATI can help. Advanced Technology Institute offers degrees and diplomas in the in-demand fields with hands-on training of automotive technology, heavy vehicle technology, HVAC, commercial refrigeration, maritime welding, and commercial driving. ATI provides accelerated schedules to help students get into their career field fast. So why wait? Day and night classes are available. Job placement assistance from orientation to graduation. Go to auto.edu right now to find out more, or call 757-490-1241. That's 490-1241. What are you waiting for? ATI. Not just helping build the minds of tomorrow, but building your community every day. ATI is certified by SCHEV, the State Council of Higher Education for Virginia, to operate in Virginia.
Hey guys, Dave Palach from Let's Talk Cars Radio. You've heard me say it time and time again. Anyone can guess what's wrong with your transmission. The true test is getting it right the first time. At Bob and Cindy's Cottman Transmission in Janif, there is no guessing. They understand that your car is more than just a car. It's what gets you from work on time and home safely at the end of the day. Bob and Cindy understand you have to work hard to meet the needs of your customer. Their certified technicians will help keep you on the road for years to come. If you can drive it, they can fix it. Call Bob and Cindy today at Cottman Transmission Janif, 466-7778. That's 466-7778.
Do you currently live in an apartment or condo? Need to work on your car, truck, even motorcycle, but your homeowners association has you down? If your garage is full of broken dreams and the I'll get to it next week projects, American Do-It-Yourself Garage is the place for you. They offer fully equipped, well-lit garage bays with or without a vehicle lift for your needs. Each bay is fully equipped with a workbench, hand tools, air tools, laptop usage, even assistance with parts ordering, which is all included with each bay rental for a reasonable price. If you're looking for a place that feels like home, filled with fantastic staff willing to lend a hand, then give American Do-It-Yourself Garage a call today at 1-844-462-3494. That's 1-844-462-3494. Or go to their webpage and reserve your bay at AmericanDIYG.com. American Do-It-Yourself Garage. Let the friendship begin. Welcome back to Let's Talk Cars Radio, your automotive specialist. Call into the program now at 757-222-3705. Now, here is Dave Palach.
Welcome back, America. You're listening to Let's Talk Cars Radio on WKQA Freedom 1110. I'm your host, Dave Pilach. Hey, if you were with us during the first segment, you were hearing me talk about how much Chevy has changed when it comes to trucks anyway. So, yeah.
Let's bring up so like, you know how they said the barn doors? Let's bring up the Chevy headlights.
Yeah, he doesn't like the headlights.
I don't like the headlights.
What's wrong with them?
I got to pull this one
Can't you
up.
describe it?
Well, they're not like a full headlight anymore. Like it has an indentation
It is a full
from,
headlight. It
from the fender.
You know what it looks like? You ever played Angry Birds?
No, I never have. I've heard of that game, but I've never played it.
It looks like the bird's eyebrows, kind of like, and he looks like he's squinting a little bit. It's kind of like how the headlights look a little bit.
Does it light up the road?
Well, yeah, it's going to light up the road.
Well, then who cares?
I knew that would be your answer. I knew that would be your answer. Of everything, I knew that would be your answer.
Okay,
Yeah, it's ugly.
It's just
Look,
I don't know.
once
that
again,
would, that,
I'm a Chevy guy through
the
and
colors
through.
are nice.
Look,
Just-
Chevy, here's how you get me over it. I'm going to tell you how you get me over the hump.
You
you
send
just-
me one for free.
You just give me one to drive, and then I'll probably get over it. That's how you get me over it. Did you like that? That was-
yeah, well, it works.
Well, it probably would get me over the hump. I love my Chevy truck, and mine's new. I mean, essentially, but I mean, mine comparative to the new one, it's just so much more of a truck. It's just even sitting next to one, I just feel.
I want to
so
know
much
how
more
it
like a truck.
rides. I want to know how it rides.
Well, that's why you take it for a test drive.
Well,
It just reminds me, like sitting next to it, I feel like the new Chevy is more like a Toyota compared to my Chevy. It just
ooh, you compared Chevy to Toyota.
well, it just kind of looks. I don't know. All right, I got
Is
Moving
that
on.
Is that because of the size?
the size. Just looking at the size of it,
It's that much smaller. I couldn't tell
it's
from the picture.
narrower. It's squattier. It's just
it's
I
hard to
don't know.
explain.
It is. It's hard to explain. Here was the thing. So the worst part about it is after I saw it, and I was just like, oh, Cameron. And I told you, Cameron. I sat down and just was like, what happened?
I asked him. I was like, "Is that a special edition truck?"
Yeah, he did.
I was like, "Where's
He
the
did.
crew cab?" And he's
I
like,
was like, that is the crew cab. And I did. I was sitting down in front of it,
So
just
if
kind of
that's
like with my
the
hand on
crew-
my head,
if
going,
that's
"Oh
the crew
God."
cab, what's the base model going to be?
Yeah, there was not a base model sitting there. So we leave, right? And it's like 2 days later. We're driving. He did. He's like, he's driving along with me. He's like, what is that ugly truck in front of us? And I was just like, and I put my head down because we were coming to the stoplight, and I sat for a second. I went, son, that's the Silverado. He's like, no, it's not. I'm like, yes, it is. That's the truck you and I just went and looked at a couple days ago. And he's like, why is it so tiny? Because comparative, we're sitting behind it at the traffic light, and it's so much smaller than us.
I think my car would be wider than that.
No, I don't think so.
Probably
But
the
it's
same
just-
size,
But
though.
it's just, he's like, it's just so much narrower than our truck. And I was just like, yeah, I know. Ours is a truck. I'm not sure what that is.
Chevrolet has disappointed you.
You guys haven't disappointed me. I'm just,
I'm not afraid to say it. You just
here's
pointed me.
here's the thing. If I didn't own mine, I probably wouldn't know the difference. Okay.
Okay.
But for the fact that I'm in mine, sitting behind it, and I realize I have so much more hood and so much wider,
Everything.
you know, that's like I said, if I didn't own mine, I wouldn't know the difference. If I wasn't sitting behind it, I probably wouldn't notice the girth of mine versus, it. So, yeah.
They should make a special edition just for
Okay,
us.
I got to cheer myself up, so we got to move on because this is depressing.
To cheer
All
you
right.
up, and we're talking about cars.
How would you? Yeah.
Did you see Mercedes-Benz new commercial?
Which one?
The father was blind, so the son finally gave him his dream to drive his car because he's a mechanic.
No.
I'll have to show you that commercial. It's amazing. Like they take him to a closed course, and he's like a mechanic that's blind, and he finally gets his dream of driving a car.
Huh, no, I haven't seen that one.
Yeah.
Without any kind of special assist?
He's driving it and his son's in the passenger seat. And they were like hitting 110.
I don't know if I'd want to drive if I couldn't see.
Oh, I would.
I would.
I would.
If you can't see, you'd want to drive.
Yes.
Just the feeling, sure.
Oh, no, I can't.
Really?
When you're traveling down the road, when you're traveling down the road and you feel the wind, because you're going a little bit over the speed limit, it feels good, right? But you can see everything in your eyes. When you're blind, all your other senses come
your
more.
senses are in heightened or enhanced.
If I was blind, I wouldn't roll my window down and go for a ride.
You know what the best thing about driving is through the country? You smell everybody cooking on the grill.
You smell
And,
everything cook on the grill. You smell the fires.
the
They're burning
fires.
things out in the field.
Grass after lawns have been mowed.
Oh,
Yep, you see horses.
All that stuff is awesome.
Yep.
A joke through the
So
family.
you got to take a ride coming out to us. If you
Yeah,
come
one
out
of-
to us, you'll fall. You won't want to leave.
One of the jokes in the family is, if I ever show up with a horse,
This man in a horse. I'm
I
telling
want a
you.
horse.
Hey,
That's a big money killer.
Lyft. Have you used Lyft or Uber yet?
I never have. No, I've come close, but I never have.
You got to do it. So, in the news this week, a gentleman jumps in a Lyft,
Uh-oh.
and the guy keeps boasting about the power of his car. I think it's a Charger or a Challenger or something that he jumps in. Before he knows it, the Lyft driver takes him on a high-speed chase at over 120 miles an hour. Cops get in behind him, and this guy just takes off. Just runs from the police with his passenger in the
Yeah,
back.
but
Could you imagine?
I don't understand why people run, because it's like, one, before they even pull you over, they've already ran your plate, know who you are, know if you have any weapons registered to you.
Well-
so why
Well, to
ru-
that particular
why-
license plate, not
Yeah,
necessarily
but
you, because you
why-
could have stole the car. but-
Why run, though?
Because they don't own the car.
Well, if, you're right. If they don't own the car, well, then that's why they run. But if they do own the car, it makes no sense. I understand
Yeah.
what you're saying.
Yeah, indeed.
This guy did own the car, and he ran with the passenger in the back. The passenger finally got out of the gas station, called the police. They ended up catching this guy anyway, and then they ended up charging him because he did own the car. But, I mean, could you imagine me just, I just want to go up the street, and you ride in the car, and all of a sudden, he said, the passenger said he already knew it was going to be an interesting ride because he filmed it. So go check it out. He actually filmed it. He filmed it on his phone. So you got to check. You got to check it out. He did film it.
It would have shook me up.
He
There's
said
no
because the
doubt.
guy kept on boasting about the speed that the car had. So he kept on like revving the engine and getting on the gas here and there. So he already knew this was going to be interesting. So he just turned the phone on and started.
It was
recording.
Lyft, right?
He
Lyft.
just had to show someone.
Yeah. He needed to show somebody. You know how you got. Look, I've had some interesting rides with some Uber drivers, but nothing like that. I mean, just the conversations or the music they were listening to was interesting. We have a mutual friend. She's a travel agent that we had met when we did some traveling. She's real cool by the name of Jennifer, and she posts some of the craziest videos all the time. She's constantly traveling because she's checking out things and stuff. And she posts videos of her experiences of traveling around. She has some pretty interesting videos, and some of hers are. I think 2 or 3 of hers she's posted has been in like in Ubers or something, like some of the music that they play inside the cars and stuff like that. So she's just like, or her biggest pet peeve is loud chewers. She seems to always get on planes or be in airports with loud chewers. They eat carrots and they eat them loudly.
If you're sitting next to someone on a plane, I could see it. If you're in the terminal, how would you know? It's so big.
People seem to find her. They go get by, like, you know how they have the stands that sell like food to eat?
Yeah.
They go get carrots and they sit right next to her and chomp on carrots loudly.
Who sits and eats a raw carrot? Not me.
You don't like raw carrots? I don't like
no,
raw carrots.
no.
What?
I mean, I don't do it in the airport, but
I don't
do
eat-
like
Not
raw
in the
carrots.
airport, but
I don't eat
I like
carrots,
carrots.
unless they've been cooked and they're in a soup or something.
I'm
But
gonna bring
just to
those-
eat one and go, "What's up, Doc?" No.
So to say that's not your go-to food while you're on a road trip in a car.
I'm gonna bring him a bag of carrots and be like, here you
Got some raw
go.
carrots.
My go-to snack on a road trip is a Slim Jim.
Well,
I
whatever.
snap right into it.
And whatever your guys' go-to food is, go to the refrigerator, grab yourself a snack. We got to take a commercial break. I'll talk to you soon.
You're listening to Let's Talk Cars Radio with Dave Palach here on Freedom 1110 WKQA.
Hey guys, Dave Pilach from Let's Talk Cars Radio. You've heard me say it time and time again. Anyone can guess what's wrong with your transmission. The true test is getting it right the first time. At Bob and Cindy's Cottman Transmission in Janif, there is no guessing. They understand that your car is more than just a car. It's what gets you from work on time and home safely at the end of the day. Bob and Cindy understand you have to work hard to meet the needs of your customer. Their certified technicians will help keep you on the road for years to come. If you can drive it, they can fix it. Call Bob and Cindy today at Cottman Transmission Janif, 466-7778. That's 466-7778.
Something really cool happened in 1975. And no, it wasn't the beginning of the disco era. Congress passed the Magnuson-Moss Act, so you don't have to take your vehicle back to your dealer to keep your vehicle manufacturer's warranty in effect. Our Napa Auto Care Center uses the proper replacement parts and procedures to keep that warranty valid. Visit our independently owned Napa Auto Care Center today.
Hey guys, you asked for it and I delivered. Check out our all-star team of automotive specialists at NapaBDGHRVA.com. That's NapaBDGHRVA.com. Talk to you soon.
Wish you could get your car in the air? We've got you covered. Don't have the tools for the job? Not a problem. Dream of having a garage equipped with everything you need to get the job done from start to finish? Well, dreams come true. At American Do-It-Yourself Garage, you'll find our friendly staff just waiting to lend you a hand in a safe and friendly environment. If you're looking for a place where you can do it all, from cars, trucks, and even motorcycles, your Do-It-Yourself Garage awaits. Call 1-844-462-3494 today or reserve your bay at AmericanDIYG.com. American Do-It-Yourself Garage. You can do it. We know you can.
Are you ready for a change? Is this the year that you go from a job to a career? Well, ATI can help. Advanced Technology Institute offers degrees and diplomas in the in-demand field with hands-on training of automotive technology, heavy vehicle technology, HVAC commercial refrigeration, maritime welding, and commercial diving. ATI provides accelerated schedules to help students get into their career field fast. So why wait? Day and night classes are available, job placement assistance from orientation to graduation. Go to auto.edu right now to find out more. Or you can call 757-490-1241. That's 490-1241. What are you waiting for? ATI, not just helping build the minds of tomorrow, but building your community every day. ATI is certified by Chev, the State Council of Higher Education for Virginia, to operate in Virginia.
Nobody remembers the name J.F. Whitlow & Sons Incorporated until you need them. But when you have a toilet problem, drains back up, pipes freeze, your heat or air conditioning stops working, then you remember J.F. Whitlow & Sons. Don't forget the phone number, 399-1714. That's 399-1714. Air conditioning and heating, and all plumbing. J.F. Whitlow & Sons have been serving Hampton Roads since 1949, residential and commercial. You can always count on J.F. Whitlow & Sons to get to you fast and get the job done right the first time. Located in Portsmouth and serving all of Hampton Roads. Those who know, call J.F. Whitlow & Sons. Call them at 399-1714. That's 399-1714. J.F. Whitlow & Sons Incorporated. Welcome back to Let's Talk Cars Radio, your automotive specialist. Call into the program now at 757-222-3705. Now, here is Dave Pilach.
Welcome back, America. You're listening to Let's Talk Cars Radio on WKQA Freedom 1110. I'm Dave Pilach, rocking Larry Cobb, and of course, Cameron's doing all the technical work. Hey, so if you've been hanging out with us, we've been covering everything that's been in the news and topics that people have been sending in to us. So I got one for you guys. It's probably a little touchy for some people, maybe for some not, but I thought we'd jump into it. So in the news this week, it's been about the Smokey and the Bandit. So have you guys heard about this?
No.
What?
Okay, so every year there's Autorama. Okay, so what they decided was with Autorama this year, they wanted to do the Smokey and the Bandit, and they wanted to recreate the jump from the Smokey and the Bandit where they jump over the lake.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So they wanted to do that at Autorama this year, which was a great idea. I thought it's awesome. It's the right time,
They
obviously.
won't let them, will they?
Well, they won't. So Detroit decided they ixnayed the jump. So everybody was all about it. It was a go, and they were going to do it, and they thought it was a cool idea. So just had to get approved. Any idea why they said no?
I have no idea, but since the city said no, I'm sure it's something silly.
Because it'll hurt nature.
No. Because they were going to use a replica car of Smokey and the Bandit, obviously in honor of the movie and for Burt Reynolds and everything.
The black Trans Am.
That's right. Because it had the Dixie flag license plate on the front of the car.
That's why.
That's why. What do y'all think?
I think I have to control my tongue.
Okay.
Sometimes you have to allow things in honor of other
Okay. Well, we know that this is a hot topic button. It
Yeah.
has been for the last couple of years. So I understand how it's a hot topic button.
Just a Stars and Bars license plate. That's it.
That's it. Just it's on the front of the car. And here's the reason why it's on the front of the car. Because during the time and the replicating that car and that movie, that was the flag, the Georgia flag, which is what the car represents at the time. So for that reason, they've ixnayed the
It's a
jump.
good thing you want the General Lee.
Well, that's becoming an issue.
Ixnay.
That's becoming an issue now too. So
Yeah, I
jumping
know.
the General Lee at certain events that's becoming an issue because of the General Lee.
I think that the guys from that show and the General Lee are touring.
They are, but so I saw something. I was talking to somebody in the blog. One of the cars was out on display at one of the car shows, and a lady lost her mind about the car being on display. Just completely lost her mind,
Yeah, but you have the
and
freedom.
demanded that the car be removed from the car show because it was on display.
I don't know. Lots of lemmings.
Look,
You can't make everybody happy.
no, you can't. And these cars are out there everywhere. Like, I would love to own a Smokey and Bandit replica.
Yeah.
I would love to own a General Lee replica. I those two cars are from the TV shows that I watched when I was a kid. I think they're cool cars. I'd love to have them for that purpose. There's also I want to say General Patton, but it's not. So there's a General Lee that's out there that's painted blue. Okay. Has the 01 on it, and the car's blue, and it has the American flag on it.
Wrong color. Wrong. General Lee. came
It's
with blue.
they just did a completely switch. It's a cool looking car. It's basically just a General Lee. It's painted blue, and it has the American flag on it and stuff. And it's a cool twist to the whole thing. I think it's a cool looking car too. Somebody did it years ago. I don't know who did it, but I saw it at a car show. It was kind of cool. So somebody could be mad at that car. You know what I mean? So it's just, if we just get into the whole everybody being mad at cars, these are just cars.
Everybody's offended by everything.
It is. And that's what we get
That's
down
what it
to.
boils down
That's what
to.
it gets down to. And like I said, at the end of the day, it's a car. It's just a car. I mean, if you guys disagree with me, you guys have my email. You guys know, tell me what you guys think. You know how to text me. If you're on Facebook, tell me what you guys think. I mean, I'm open to discussion. So, like I said, I mean, it's a car. It was a license plate. It's how the car was presented in the movie. So, I mean,
And it's not big. I
And
mean,
the movie's not banned, so
what is
why is
that?
the jump?
7 inches?
no.
by-
You. So hold on. You know that they're not showing Dukes of Hazzard on certain TV stations anymore.
Yep.
I did not know that.
Oh yeah, they've taken off certain TV stations. Absolutely. I follow all this stuff. It's car related.
Well, I saw a couple
follow
of
it.
channels that they started showing the Cosby Show again, so that must be safe.
Look, here's the thing. Like I said, they're cars. Well, at the end of the day, it's just a car. They're just cars. But yeah, somebody sent me a video of cars on display that offended people, and people had circled around them, and they were demanding the cars be removed from car shows. And I'm just like, really? It's just a car.
Don't go to the car show if you're offended by it.
Oh, yeah, that could be
Shows
one of
like
the- that could be one of the options.
shows like that are going to promote the cars that are going to be in it, especially the ones that are famous and well known.
It's very, very true.
If you don't like it, don't go. That's always been my attitude. I wouldn't force anybody to.
Well, it's just
do or
what
not
happens
do
if Knight
something.
Rider shows up and somebody doesn't like Knight Rider. I mean, what are you going to do? Kick the Knight Rider car out?
Wildcat.
Mama said if you don't.
That's
got
another one of the
anything
cars I like
else
to
say,
own.
don't
You know, you
say
can
it.
build those.
Yeah.
There's somebody who sells. There's people who build all the parts and sell all the parts to convert
Yeah.
and make that car. They're online.
That was a popular car when that series
It was.
out.
I liked it. I couldn't build it the way that they had it. I'm a tinkerer, so if I was to build kit or build car, depends on what version you want. If you wanted the bad version or the good version, you know, you could build either one, car or kit.
Right.
I'd have to soup the motor up. So mine would have to just be just a beast. It would have to be fast because most people who build them, they just build the outside and the look and make it look like it, but they do nothing really underneath the hood. I'd have to have just a nasty power underneath the hood, just so if I had it, it would be really quick and fun to drive. So I'd have to have the look and have the power. I've seen a lot of them. There was a guy that lived over in Lynn Haven area that had one for the longest time, and he had the California plate on it and everything. And it sat there. I never saw him drive it, but he had the car. I don't know if the inside was done, but the outside was looked just like Kit.
Wonder who the Batmobile offends.
Superman.
Bats?
Well, maybe me because I'm not a huge Marvel fan. So
No, I mean
Marvel. Batman is Batman Marvel?
He's DC.
Is he DC?
I'm talking when I say Batmobile, I mean the original one in the '60s, not.
No, I know what you're talking about. No, I don't. The Tumbler is what you're talking about. The new one's the Tumbler. Isn't that what that's called?
I don't know what it is. I know it's not a realistic looking car. Where the original Batmobile was an actual car, modified, of course.
Right. What was it? What was the original Batmobile built on?
I want to say a Lincoln chassis.
Is that what it was on Lincoln
I
Channel?
think I could be wrong, but I believe that's what it was.
still-
It was a Lincoln or an LTD.
Is that what it was? Maybe. Okay, that would make sense.
I still think it's funny that Walmart did that commercial. He's
That's
like,
cool. That
he's
Walmart
like,
commercial is great.
He's like, Mr. Batman,
do you have a trunk or something like
do you
that?
have a trunk?
I think there's so many cool cars from all the different TV shows in that commercial. That was clever. It's got Knight Rider in it. And of course, you see him. He gets a little fishtail as he comes out of the parking lot, which I thought was kind of cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that was a clever commercial.
They have the Ghostbusters.
It's
one in there.
Ghostbusters. Is 18 van in there too? I don't know if it is or
I
not.
don't believe so.
But I mean, it was a clever commercial. It's got cool cars in it.
Yeah.
I mean, I liked it. It incorporated a bunch of cool stuff. Look, anything that's got cars in it, you know, you got my attention.
Man, talking about these TV shows just got the theme song of Scooby Doo stuck in my head. Scooby Dooby Doo, where are you?
Did you like the Dream Machine?
The Dream, I can't recall that. You have to refresh my memory.
That's Scooby Doo's van.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I did like that. I like the little girl in it with the black glasses.
We got some place to be.
Really? That's where we went with that?
And then every time I
Scooby-Doo.
heard Shaggy speak, all I could see was the guy that did his voice, Casey Kasem.
Oh, really?
For some reason, I just couldn't. When he spoke, he sounded like Casey Kasem so much to me.
Really?
That there was no illusion.
I've seen so many people try to recreate that van, like over the years, and they always use the wrong van. That every time I saw, I'm like, oh, that's the wrong van. That's not the right. That's not the right van.
Cartoonish in nature. It's kind of hard to make something real.
You can do a lot. I see people try to use Chevy vans. I'm like, that's not even like like a C10 van. I'm like, that's not even the right van. That looks stupid. Just my personal.
Sorry
opinion.
for taking us off track. Back to our original scheduled program. Let's Talk Cars Radio with Dave Palach. Rock and Larry
Look,
Cobb,
we
and
can
Cameron
jump
doing
off
this techno
schedule
work.
easy. It just happens around here. But you know what ends up happening? Every time we do, we get right to commercial break, and it's already that time again. So guess what, guys? We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, hey, I got a topic we haven't talked about in a while, but it's one of those flashbacks, and I was right, all in one. So I'll talk to you soon.
You're listening to Let's Talk Cars Radio with Dave Palach here on Freedom 1110 WKQA. Nobody remembers the name J.F. Whitlow and Sons Incorporated until you need them. But when you have a toilet problem, drains back up, pipes freeze, your heat or air conditioning stops working, then you remember J.F. Whitlow and Sons. Don't forget the phone number, 399-1714. That's 399-1714. Air conditioning and heating and all plumbing. J.F. Whitlow and Sons have been serving Hampton Roads since 1949. residential and commercial. You can always count on J.F. Whitlow & Sons to get to you fast and get the job done right the first time. Located in Portsmouth and serving all of Hampton Roads. Those who know, call J.F. Whitlow & Sons. Call them at 399-1714. That's 399-1714. J.F. Whitlow & Sons, Incorporated.
Hey guys, Dave Pilach from Let's Talk Cars Radio. Are you tired of your everyday job? Looking for something more? You have to go check out ATI at auto.edu. Advanced Technology Institute has a program for you. From accelerated schedules to assistance in helping students get into the career field fast. Guys, I understand how hard it is with the hassle of juggling life, work, kids. That's why ATI provides day and night classes to make things as easy for you to succeed. If you're ready for a change, give them a call today at 757-490-1241. That's 757-490-1241. Make ATI your choice for building today's minds and tomorrow's communities. ATI is certified by SCHEV, the State Council of Higher Education for Virginia, to operate in Virginia. Talk to you soon.
Do you currently live in an apartment or condo? Need to work on your car, truck, even motorcycle, but your homeowners association has you down? If your garage is full of broken dreams and the I'll get to it next week projects, American Do-It-Yourself Garage is the place for you. They offer fully equipped, well-lit garage bays with or without a vehicle lift for your needs. Each bay is fully equipped with a workbench, hand tools, air tools, laptop usage, even assistance with parts ordering, which is all included with each bay rental for a reasonable price. If you're looking for a place that feels like home, filled with fantastic staff willing to lend a hand, then give American Do-It-Yourself Garage a call today at 1-844-462-3494. That's 1-844-462-3494. Or go to their webpage and reserve your bay at AmericanDIYG.com. American Do-It-Yourself Garage. Let the friendship begin.
There's something special about Napa Auto Care Centers. They're backed by the national strength of Napa. Nationwide warranties honored by thousands of locations. You know that's Napa know-how. But more importantly, your Napa Auto Care Center is independently owned and operated by neighborhood professionals who operate by a written code of ethics. Put your vehicle in the hands of ASE certified technicians who will greet you with a smile you can trust. Visit us today.
You heard me say it, and now here's your chance. Now's the time to go find your auto garage. Don't wait until it's too late. Go to NapaBDGHRVA.com and find your all-star car care center today. That's NapaBDGHRVA.com. Talk to you soon. Hey guys, Dave Pilach from Let's Talk Cars Radio. You've heard me say it time and time again. Anyone can guess what's wrong with your transmission. The true test is getting it right the first time. At Bob and Cindy's Cottman Transmission in Janif, there is no guessing. They understand that your car is more than just a car. It's what gets you from work on time and home safely at the end of the day. Bob and Cindy understand you have to work hard to meet the needs of your customer. Their certified technicians will help keep you on the road for years to come. If you can drive it, they can fix it. Call Bob and Cindy today at Cottman Transmission Janif, 466-7778. That's 466-7778.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Cars Radio, your automotive specialist. Call into the program now at 757-222-3705. Now, here is Dave Pilach.
Welcome back, America. You're listening to Let's Talk Cars Radio on WKQA Freedom 1110. So, hey, if you guys are with us for the first three segments, you're with us for the last. Hey, so say the best for the last. If you guys remember, and if you haven't been listening for the last little while and you just tuned in your first time, or you guys just caught a couple of our shows, I'll refresh your memory. So we've been following along for about, last 2 years or so on Fortress cars.
I'm sorry, Dave. I was getting the bathroom key.
Fortress cars. You remember Fortress cars conversations?
Yes.
So with the Fortress cars, about 2 years we've been into it?
Yeah. Well, and a good bit in between.
Yeah. Okay. So You'll remember the conversation about how they started about 1.5 million. And I said that they would probably come down in price as the annuity wore off, and that slowly the price would come down.
So now they're heavily discounted. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, I called it. So this is going to be one of those I told you so. And this is also a flashback because it's almost 2 years. So flashback. So as I've been following it, and this isn't one of those things that like anybody's going to go out and buy. So it's not like you're going to go buy one or I'm going to go buy one or for $1.5 million. So what is a Fortress car? Okay, so it seems that we believe there's a certain group of people that believe they need to have a car that is bulletproof, can take a ballistic missile to the door, and still keep on driving. So that's what a Fortress car is if you guys haven't figured it out. So hold that thought for 1 second, and let me take you to a different realm. There's also a certain group of people who, and I told you guys this was coming. This will be normal for us too eventually, where they're living room cars. So basically the cars are starting to switch, and I told you as cars start to drive themselves, they are starting to change the interior cars into more like a living room than into a passenger vehicle. And what's a living room? Basically, you'll have wraparound couches and a center table, and that's just what the inside of the car will look like. So now they're starting to combine these two things. They're starting to combine cars that are bulletproof and can take hits from missiles, and then having a living room in them as well. So with the price tag hovering right around about $1.5 million, it's not like I said, we're going to run out and buy one. So I had predicted, and I said, hold on, about 2 years ago, I said, just wait, let's see how much the price comes down on these things. So when we checked in on these things, I want to say about a year ago, they had come down about $1 million. And then we checked in about 8 months ago, and you could get one of these cars for under $1 million. I want to say right around about closer to $800,000 to $600,000. Where do you think they are now?
I think now they're on sale for $250,000.
We're in the range. So now you're right between about $200,000 to $300,000. You can actually get one of these things. Why would you want to have one? Well, I'm not really sure the whole purpose of having one, but I can say that certain areas that if you live in, and if you're one of those people that have a paycheck that starts to range from $1 million up, people start to worry about different things. They start worrying about transporting their kids and their safety and being in a car for a little bit longer commute. So some of the commutes in California, you're in your car for 2 hour, almost 3 hour commute. That's just what it is. And if you have a $1 million plus paycheck, you start to worry about your safety.
And if you go through a bad neighborhood, you'll be safe.
Basically, I mean, like I said, these things are real. The people start to think about this, so they start to think about being comfortable while they're in the car for a long period of time, and they start to think about their safety. So these cars become a real thing, and they actually are starting to purchase these things. So, when somebody wants something, supply and demand, and that's how these cars exist. It's just that simple. So, yeah. Like I said, I've been following it just for the fact of I was curious when I first got the report and I saw one of these cars and we got the media kit given to us that showed us these things. I was like, wow, that's kind of cool. And then when I saw exactly live ammunition being fired at one of these things and what it could take, I was like, okay, that's really neat, but who's going to be able to afford it? And I predicted that I thought the price would come down because here's the thing. When I'm looking at the car and I start to think, okay, what $1.5 million could buy you? Now, I'm a car guy, so I understand what it takes to build a car. And I'm like, okay, $1.5 million, because basically it starts off as a regular car. You're just upgrading a lot of things on a regular car. For instance, most of these cars start off as Cadillacs. They're just Cadillacs.
It'll buy you a fleet. That's what it'll buy you.
Okay, so you understand. So I'm like, okay, if it starts off as a Cadillac, I mean, you can only do so much with leather. And leather only costs so much money, and if you're expanding it and you're making couches and you're turning around things and whatever it may be.
I like how they included the recliners, like the automatic recliners.
Yeah, you've seen them. So, like I said, as I look at things, I'm just like, okay, you can only do so much with the car. I mean, $1.5 million just seems like that's a lot of leather, and for $1.5 million.
I'd have to add some fur to it somewhere.
Right. So I was just like, that's the reason why I predicted the prices would come down. And they did, because you can do a lot. That's a lot of work you're doing for $1.5 million.
They'll probably get down to 75.
$75,000?
Yeah.
Nah.
You don't think?
I think these cars will probably hover in the range.
130,000.
I'm thinking 150. I think that's where they're probably going to get down. I think you'll get yourself a car. Do I think it'll take a missile shot to the door? Nah, for 150, probably not.
I could do without that kind of security. I just want the comfort.
Do I think it will be comfort in the inside like a living room? Sure. Do I think it'll be bulletproof glass and all that kind of stuff? Maybe bulletproof doors? Sure. Because I know how you achieve that. I know how you can achieve bulletproof on a car. So I think you'll be
armor.
Well, no, I mean I know how the armor plating works on the inside. So I think you can achieve that for $150,000.
So I'm going to take you a little off task because Larry just took me off task real quick. How many key rings do you have on your keys?
Do I have a mine?
Yeah.
You know the answer to that. I have one. I have one key ring. How all my keys are on one key.
And how many keys do you have on it?
My key ring? Probably 6 keys only. That's it.
So Larry has like 21 keys, and when
you counted them?
When you go, I didn't count them. I'm guessing, but when you go out and you drop the set of keys, when he hands you the key, and now you gotta figure out which key it is.
So Larry, needless to say, has janitor keys.
It's the key next to the black one.
And then you close the door behind you, and now you got to walk all the way to the front door.
That's funny. So I got one last one for you guys. Here's something interesting that was in the news. So did you guys hear about California that wants to basically institute Autobahn rules on their roads? Not all of them, but a lot of their rural roads or roads that are long distances from one town to another.
I heard it, but yet they still want to keep the exhaust ticket.
Yeah. So here's the thing. No speed limits. So do you guys, and here's what I wondered. Do you guys remember we talked about it? It had to be, it was last year sometime, about was he a court justice guy or whatever that got pulled over, and he had his little badge and he showed it and he didn't get the ticket, and he was bragging about, how he speeds over 100 miles an hour down that road all the time when he was pulled over by the police officer. Mm-hmm. Well, I think it's going to be one of those stretch of roads that they want to put no speed limit on. But yeah, they want to do no speed limits on certain stretches of road, like between Bakersfield and somewhere else is one of the roads they want to do.
And then when the speed limit comes back in, they'll be waiting for you.
Oh, of course. So, when you're ticking 150 and all of a sudden it drops from 150 to 45.
Yeah. Yep. They'll be waiting for you.
Well, man, I should go open up a brake place out there.
Put a brake shop right there where the speed limit changes. I mean, what do you guys say? I mean, I'm okay with it. I mean, I don't have any issue with it. I think it's fine. I mean, Germany's been doing it forever.
Yeah, I don't have any problem with it either. Look, if that's what you want to do and it's legal to do it, take advantage of it. I don't know that I could.
Well, it's already, certain places it's already 80 miles an hour. Yeah. So you already have 80-mile-an-hour speed zones all in a lot of different places already.
I would think some of those roads up there in Montana and Idaho and those
Kansas.
Places, where they're just flat and straight.
Right. Well, it doesn't have to be straight. It doesn't even have to be straight.
Yeah, but a lot of them are. I mean,
yeah, I know. I'm okay with it. There's a lot of open road. You could cover a lot more distance quicker. I'm all for it. Let them open it up and let the speed limit be what it's going to be.
I think at one time it was like that out there back, say in the 30s and 40s.
It needs to be. There's no reason for it not to be. I mean, look, drive it at what speed you feel comfortable at. That's just what it should be.
Whatever's safe. Safe for you.
What's safe for you. Yeah. Right. I'm all for it. I don't have any problem with it. I'm sure somebody will tell me something that they think is
Some people don't have the skills to drive that fast for a prolonged period of time.
Some people don't have the skill to drive the speed limit out here. If I get behind one more person driving 54 miles an hour in the 55-mile-an-hour lane, kid you not, it happens to me all the time. So,
in the left lane?
Yeah, exactly. On that note, well, that's the show, guys. It is a Saturday, of course. It is still raining where I'm at. Hopefully where you guys are at, it's not raining. If it is, try to make the best of it. Sunday's right around the corner. You know what I say? Turn off the TV. Spend some time with your kids. I tell you to take them to a car show. Hopefully there's one where you're at. Well, like I said, it's raining. If not, pull out a board game. Spend some time with them. TV rots the brain. Enjoy your weekend. We're out of here. We'll talk to you soon.